Okay, hi Facebook. So tonight's video is, has your body been invaded by aliens? I'm going to shut this door so that maybe it's a little quieter for you. Has your body been invaded by aliens? Okay, so the answer is yes. Now, this is really amazing science. It's really cool. I'm kind of nerdy this way, but I wanted to share this with you because it's so important when it comes to taking care of ourselves. What are you actually taking care of? What do you have to know in order to make sure your body works right? All right, so if you've watched videos in the past of mine, I've probably talked about this. Your body is made up of around 10 trillion cells with a T. Okay? Now, in and on your body, don't freak out at this, it's totally normal, there's somewhere around 100 trillion bacteria. 100 trillion, 10 times, all right? So, if we have DNA of 100 trillion cells, and we have the DNA, that's a DNA of, 10 trillion cells and DNA of 100 trillion bacteria, all right? Does that DNA have an effect on our body? Does this bacteria have an effect on our body? And you're obviously saying, well, of course it has an effect on our body, but how much of an effect? So DNA has a job. Any DNA has one single job, and it is to make protein. All right? That's the only job of DNA. So, can the DNA of bacteria actually tell your body and your DNA what to do? And the answer is a resounding yes. So the interesting thing is you have 10 times the power of communication from this DNA to make your body do things. What that means is you have aliens, if you will, bacteria living in your body that have 10 times the communication power to tell your body what to do than your own body does. So this bacteria is actually dictating what you do all day from the standpoint of what your body does all day. Your bacteria is actually telling your body what to do. So foreign things that don't even belong to you genetically are telling your body what to do. Why is that so important? You go, so what? Where my body works, no big deal. You've got to take care of this bacteria. That DNA has got to be cohesive with what your body does. So get this idea. What if this bacteria is hungry? All right? What if it says, we really like starchy types of foods? Is it possible, and I'm going to give you a hint, I'm going to tell you the answer ahead of time. It is not only possible, it's likely and true that this bacteria can actually send signals to your own body using its own DNA and its own proteins that it makes to make your body feed it. So your bacteria can actually say, feed me, and actually tell your body what it wants to be fed. All right? How crazy is that, right? So you have 100 trillion bacteria actually telling your body what it needs. So it's like they've taken over to a degree. Now, when that bacteria is healthy, the cool thing about it being healthy is that it's going to really, truly help you out. All right? And you need this bacteria. You have to have it. The day you're born, you virtually have none. The day you're born. And if you had never had an antibiotic, it would take you almost 3 years to build up a normal bacterial flora in your gut and on your skin. 3 years it could take, provided you didn't have any antibiotics. So the interesting thing is every time, and I'm not telling you to take an antibiotic, please don't get this wrong, please make sure you see this part of the video. If you're told by a medical provider that you need to take something, it is not this video that is going to determine whether you take it or not. I'm not telling you to take a medication or not take a medication. But this bacteria, if you wipe it out with an antibiotic, you mess up. You upset the apple cart and you mess up how your body receives information because this bacteria is actually helping you out. And if you destroy all that bacteria with an antibiotic, then you mess up a lot of the communication that's occurring in your body, and your body can fail, it cannot work right. So you go, well, I've never had an antibiotic and my body doesn't work right. That's not true. If you live in the United States, you've had an antibiotic. Glyphosate, Roundup, the stuff that's sprayed on our food, all of that are antibiotics of some nature. You have antibiotics in the meat that you eat. Your chicken, your beef, even your fish, farm-raised fish. All of the stuff now is loaded with antibiotics, and it has an impact on your bacteria. So you need to be taking good, healthy probiotics. The better thing to do would be eat a lot of prebiotic foods. Prebiotic foods are fermented foods, things like sauerkraut, cabbage, those things, those prebiotic foods. I don't have a good list in my head right now. My wife's on the other side of the camera. She has a health coach. She's got those things right there. She could just rattle them off. I can't. I've never cooked cabbage in my whole life, so. But prebiotic foods are really important to help keep this bacterial flora healthy. Making sure you're taking a good, healthy probiotic, but not too much of one, or make sure you're not getting the wrong one. You need to take good care of this bacteria because it's really helping you out or it's really harming you. And antibiotics in our environment are inescapable now. So don't think that you don't need a good probiotic for you and your kids, and also don't think that you don't need good prebiotic foods. Folks, really, really appreciate you watching. Your body has been taken over by aliens. They're called bacteria. They're actually telling your body what to do on a daily basis. Good or bad, that's kind of up to you. You want to take care of them. Thanks for watching. Hit that share button. We really like it when you share these things. It really helps us get the message out that there's solutions to chronic health problems that the modern medicine, Western medicine society is not fixing. We're here to help you fix it. If you need some help, call our office. The phone number is 615-225-9100. But before you call us, hit that share button. Appreciate you watching.